Bungie was back this week with a news update in the form of This Week at Bungie. We got more info on Guardian Games, which is starting next Tuesday, how we can help pick the next ornament they'll design, and also a new playlist coming, and big changes to shaders. So there's all that and more in this Destiny 2 news roundup. Well, if you're new around here and find this video useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. And if you enjoy this week in video games content, then consider becoming a channel member by hitting that join button down below. Well, This Week at Bungie was released on the 15th of April 2021, so let's dive into the news. So Bungie say the second annual Guardian Games are kicking off on April the 20th, and the theme of the event returns pitting classes against one another in friendly competition to showcase their skills in combat. Last year, Titans dominated the field for nearly the entire event, so can Warlocks or Hunters bounce back and dethrone those gargantuan punching machines? Only time will tell. So last year we received a lot of feedback on how the overall scoring worked. You can read through a post on Bungie.net for a refresher, but the TLDR is that we had class-specific score weighting to account for the difference in class population. If you didn't know, I think about 48% of the population are Hunters. So they did this to make sure that Hunters didn't have a huge advantage because of, well, how many Hunters there are. And this year we're not going to be doing any initial weighting on the scoring. Everyone's points will count the same at the start. But here's how the scoring is going to work this year. So medals are going to have the following values. So bronze, that's 1 point, silver, that's 2 points, gold, that's 5 points, and platinum, well, that's 15 points. We still have to account for the different class populations. This year, the class that comes in third place each day gets a permanent 10% bonus on scoring going forward. So we've tested this new scoring system using last year's data and a few other data sets, and it seems to provide a more competitive Guardian Games where we see different classes winning throughout the event. Hunters will likely win early on because of their population advantage, but as the bonuses kick in, the competition should tighten up quite quickly. Well, next up, let's have a look at the new Guardian Games playlist. So another new addition to this year's event is the Guardian Games Strike playlist. So this is like the standard Vanguard Strike playlist, but will group players together by class. And that feeds into the laurel collecting mechanic where players have a chance at bonus laurels when they pick up a laurel generated by the player of the same class. So there are some modifiers, so this new playlist will have gameplay modifiers added based on the previous day's class standings. So classes will get a beneficial modifier tied to gold, silver and bronze placement. So with gold, you're going to have health, shields and recovery. They're increased and kinetic weapons do more damage. With silver, melee abilities recharge faster and elemental damage is increased from Guardian sources, and more heavy ammo is available. With bronze, grenade abilities deal more damage and recharge much faster, and elemental damage increases from Guardian sources. There's also negative modifiers added to the playlist to make things a little bit more challenging for the leaders. So the gold class gets 2 modifiers and the silver class gets 1, and these modifiers are themed around the classes that finish lower on the podium. So with bronze, on Titans, combat melee attacks deal more damage, with Warlocks, incoming damage is increased while airborne, and on Hunters, radar is disabled. For silver, Titans, you get combat melee attacks deal significantly more damage, Warlocks, incoming damage significantly increases while airborne, and for Hunters, radar is disabled and combatants don't flinch when damaged. Silver classes only get the modifier from the bronze class below them, and gold classes get a combination of both silver and bronze. So thematically, we're going for an experience where Guardian Games Strike playlist is the venue for players hoping to jockey their class's podium placement, as it will likely be the most efficient way to earn laurels. So next up, we've got to look at the medal case. So you will receive a medal case from Eva to store your hardware until you're ready to visit the podium in the tower to bank them for your team. So once you've the maximum medals for a certain type in your case, make sure you go and turn them in, as any more earned for that type will be lost. Turning in medals will give you a chance of receiving an event package depending on the medal type. Next we've got the contender card, and this is a new thing. So this year we're introducing a new way to earn points for your team called contender cards, and you'll be able to pick these up from Eva in exchange for laurels, and you can have one active at any given time. Completing objectives in Strikes, Crucible and Gambit will grant a gold medal upon completion. There's also special platinum contender cards which will focus on completing objectives in Nightfalls, Survival and Trials, and this is going to be the only way to earn platinum medals. So completing a platinum card will earn you all-star status and a special reward at the next podium ceremony. So make sure you complete your platinum contender card before daily reset on Friday if you want to lock in your all-star status for the weekend. Next up is the podium ceremony. So every weekend there's going to be a special ceremony where you'll be able to show off your glow for your class item depending on the class's standing that week. So third place receives a bronze glow, second place receives a silver glow, and first place receives a gold glow. And all stars receive a platinum glow. We're going to be throwing a special final weekend closing ceremony in the tower that will be live from May 7th to May the 11th to celebrate the winning class. Well, next up, let's have a look at the rewards. So as with any event, there's new loot to grab. And at the start of the event, you get a new class item from Zavala, and these are required to participate in the games. And your old class items won't work for the event. There's going to be a new exotic sparrow you can earn during the event because every guardian can use a new set of wheels. There will also be new emblems and shaders to collect, and Heir Apparent is back for anyone who didn't get that last year. So proud owners of the tanky exotic machine gun now have a new catalyst to earn. And if you want to roleplay as Valus to Ark, this catalyst will provide even beefier shields for you as you cabal stomp your way through a battlefield. There's also going to be new Eververse collectibles, including but not limited to new Universal Ornament armor sets. At Beyond Light's release, we said we'd be working on to make future Universal sets more accepting of shaders, so new tech allows us to achieve this change more easily, and the GG sets are a great example. And you can get a little bit of a peek at some of the offerings on the Bungie website. Next up, there's the Bungie Rewards. So your chance for glory and rewards begins next week, but Guardians can get a preview of the Bungie Rewards starting now. So players who earn the Guardian Games exotic Sparrow can unlock their code to purchase an exclusive Guardian Games track jacket with all 3 class patches. Participate in the final weekend's closing ceremony at the tower to unlock a purchasable gold pin commemorating the winning class. Don't want to wait? Well, silver class pins are available now at the Bungie store while you compete with your fellow Guardians to achieve gold. So Bungie Rewards will also have a free emblem commemorating the games, so you complete a Guardian Games playlist strike during the event to unlock your free reward. And Guardians now can complete the final seasonal challenge week. As part of Bungie Rewards, you can redeem the free Thrill of the Chase emblem as you complete the Master of All Triumph. Well, that is the info about Guardian Games, but next up we've got some news of future ornaments. So last month we held a vote on which armour ornament set the community would like to see made for Festival of the Lost later on in the year. So that kicked off a fun Dino versus Monsters moment, and we want to do something similar for weapon ornaments. We've identified 12 weapons as candidates for your consideration. You can pick up to 3 that you'd like to see have new ornaments created in the future, and we're asking for your suggestions super early in the development and plan on completing this early next year. So you've got Crimson, Fighting Lion, Graviton Lance, Le Monarch, Merciless, Risk Runner, Skyburner's Oath Sunshot, Sweet Business, Telesto, Trinity Ghoul and Vigilance Wing. So they are all quite old exotics. So which weapons will win out? We know there's a bit of a cult following behind the Fighting Lion, but then again we see Le Monarch ornaments requested regularly. They're going to announce the results on which weapon ornaments we plan to make in a future TWAB. So what you want to do is go to Bungie's website, click through to the questionnaire, and you can vote for which weapons are going to get ornaments in the future. So next up we've got an update on shaders. So beginning in Season 14, launching on May the 11th, we are overhauling our shader system and how shaders can be applied to armour. So due to the overhaul, shaders will become permanent unlocks and all shaders in players' inventories will be removed. We encourage everyone to dismantle their shaders before Season 14 begins to ensure that you receive Glimmer and Legendary Shards. So make sure you go to your Vault and also your Shader tab in your inventory and delete all those shaders because you will get a load of Glimmer. Well, let me know down in the comments what you think of the latest news from Destiny 2 and Bungie. Well, that is it for this Destiny 2 news roundup. And as always, thank you so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. If you want to join the community, check out the Discord link in the description, or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks again. See you in the next video.